Did you know that significant changes are coming to the TOEFL IBT test and that these changes will be in effect from the 26th of July, 2023? If you are preparing to sit the TOEFL exam after the 26th of July, keep watching to find out everything you need to know. It's also important to note that these changes do not apply to TOEFL IBT paper edition tests. The paper edition tests will be exactly the same as before and after the 26th of July, meaning that it will not be shorter and will still include the independent writing task. The biggest change to the TOEFL is that the time limit is now reduced. Previously, the test took 3 hours to complete. Now, from July 26th, the TOEFL will only take 2 hours. This is quite a big change, and you may be asking yourself, how is the test 1 hour shorter? Good question. Well, the answer is that there have been changes to each section that shorten the length of the test. Let's take a look at the changes to each section one by one. Starting with the writing section, the big change is that the independent writing task has now been replaced with a brand new task, which is called Writing for an Academic Discussion. The existing integrated writing task will still be included and has not changed. The new independent task, Writing for a Discussion, requires test takers to participate in a simulated online class discussion. You will read a discussion post by a lecturer or professor and other students' responses to a specific topic. You will then write your own response expressing your opinion. So here are the instructions for a Writing for a Discussion example task. They say, for this task, you will read an online discussion. A professor has posted a question about a topic, and some classmates have responded with their ideas. Write a response that contributes to the discussion. You will have 10 minutes to write your response. It is important to use your own words in the response. Including memorized reasons or examples will result in a lower score. These instructions will always be the same. After you click Next, you will then see the task. You can see more instructions at the top left and discussion posts by a professor and students. Here, on the bottom right, is where you will write your response. As mentioned in the instructions, you will have 10 minutes and will need to write a response with at least 100 words. If you are wanting to practice the new Writing for an Academic Discussion task, I highly recommend signing up to e2testprep.com. There you will find an assortment of practice activities, methods, videos, and assessments focused on the new Writing for an Academic Discussion task. These will help you achieve a high score on test day. Okay, next up, the changes to the reading section. You are now given only 20 reading questions and 2 reading passages compared to 30 to 40 questions and 3 reading passages. The overall reading time is also now reduced to 35 minutes from 54 to 72 minutes. Although the section has been reduced, the types of reading passages and questions you'll get on test day haven't changed. Looking now at the changes to the listening section, you are given 28 listening questions based on 3 lectures and 2 conversations, compared to 28 to 39 questions based on 3 to 4 lectures and 2 to 3 conversations. The overall listening time is now also reduced to 36 minutes from 41 to 57 minutes. Similar to the reading, the types of listening questions you'll get on test day haven't changed. As for changes to the speaking section, there are none. It is exactly the same as it was before. No changes. Now, there have also been changes made to the overall test. These include the removal of unscored questions and the streamlining of task instructions. Okay, that's a lot to remember. Let's recap the changes. The new changes go into effect on July 26th. The TOEFL test is now 2 hours long. Independent writing has been replaced with writing for an academic discussion. The reading test has 20 questions and 2 passages and takes 35 minutes. The listening test has 28 questions based on 3 lectures and 2 conversations and takes 36 minutes to complete. Instructions are more streamlined. Unscored example test questions have been removed, and finally, the changes are only for the computer-based test. The paper edition of the test is still the same as before. If you are wanting to learn more about these changes, in the description we have added an official ETS blog post outlining the changes and more. We have also added a link to our E2 blog so you can stay up to date on everything TOEFL. As always, if you're needing help with your TOEFL preparation, sign up to e2testprep.com. Good luck!